Hey guys, we are here for week 3 in the TCR car at Brands Hatch. So we'll kick off straight away, get into it. Same as always, fixed setup. We're in the Hyundai Veloster, and it's quick walk-through lap and then a hot lap at the end. So the biggest thing with this car is cold tyres. It does take a while to phase the tyre in, so you've got to sort of be patient for those first couple of laps. And then as the tyre comes in, you'll be able to hustle a little bit harder. So coming into turn 1, your 5th gear, brake at the 100-metre board or just before it. It's about 105 really. Back to 3rd gear. Sort of stay in line with the end of the barrier until you get to the pit commitment cone. So that's sort of your line in, but then once you get to that pit commitment cone, you kind of start to attack the corner early. You want to get right down into the corner, grab the curb on the entry. That'll help rotate the car a little bit. And once you come off, you want to get on the throttle as hard as you can, as quick as you can. Shift up to 4th, use all the runoff over the back of the curb. Like I said, as with the colder tyre, it's a little bit harder to do. You tend to have a lot more understeer, but as the tyre comes in, it's perfect. So at the 50-metre board, brake back to 2nd gear. Turn the car in early. You want to get to the curb soon as the Armco barrier here ends. And then hug the curb the whole way round. And then once you get sort of in line with this like little... I don't even know what it is really. I think it's a flag point, but it looks like a little food truck van thing. So once you get to that point, then you can start really picking up the throttle. Let the car track all the way out to the edge of the road on the curb. 3rd gear at the 50-metre board, brake back to 2nd. Turn the car in, use a little bit of curb on the entry, and then let the car track out over the back of this curb here, half the car. 3rd gear, 4th gear, brake at the 50-metre again, back to 2nd. Let the car track out nice and wide. Once you get to this point here, start turning the car back at the corner. It should open up your apex and be able to carry a lot more speed back onto the back straight. Up the crest, right out to the edge of the road, up through the gears to 5th gear, under the bridge. You want to set yourself up at the 100-metre board again, brake just down 1 gear to 4th, turn in a little bit late, get the car right to the curb. About this point you want to be at the apex, ready to carry the speed out of the corner. Let the car slide out to the edge of the road again. 4th gear, brake at the 50-metre, back to 3rd. Now this bit's tricky. Turn the car in nice and early, get over the curb, 2 wheels over this curb here. That way it's going to help the car rotate and you're going to be able to carry a lot more mid-corner speed. Let the car slide out to the edge of the track from taking that line. If you miss that line, you'll end up in the sand, so you've got to make sure you're using the curb on the entry to get the car to rotate and to carry more of that speed through. Back up to 4th, at the 50-metre board again, back to 3rd. Stay wide, but then turn in nice and early again, use all the curb on the inside. And then sort of line yourself up with the tyre bundle in the distance. If you carry the speed through the corner and you use all that curb and you're in line with that tyre bundle, you'll be able to keep your foot into it coming out. Let the car track to the edge of the circuit and then start heading back over. Same again, 50-metre board, back to 3rd. Turn the car in nice and early. A little bit less curb here. You still want to be on it, but you just don't want it as much. I find the grass tends to grab you there a little bit more. Let the car track out over the back of the curb. Use a little bit of curb there. And then run down 4th gear under the bridge. Brake at the 50-metre, back to 3rd. You can brake at the escape road once the tyres are warm. But I recommend the 50-metre. It's just more flowing the car through the corner, making it easier. 3rd gear through here. Turn the car in. You want to get nice and close to the apex again. And be patient on your acceleration out of here, because it's really easy to pick the throttle up too early and slide out to the sand. So you kind of want to make sure you've sort of 2/3 of the way through the corner before you really stand on that throttle coming out. Let the car track right out to the edge of the road. There you go, guys. That is your walkthrough of Brands Hatch in the TCR car. We'll give you a hot lap now, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again, guys. And that, guys, is the lap of Brands Hatch in the TCR car. Good luck for your week of racing.